Hi there! Right now we're going to learn about the Photoshop layers. So what is Photoshop layers? The Photoshop layers are a place of staked acetate, and with the Photoshop layer you can use the layer to perform tasks such as compositing multiple images, adding text to an image, or adding vector graphics to a shape, or you can apply a layer style to add a spatial effect such as drop shadow or a glow or some gradient, some kind of bevel and ambush. So layers are one of the most important things, and you can take a look. Here is the layer panel. So this is the layers panel, and with this layers panel we will work with the layers. So let's do some practical task with the layers. So for learning practically the layers, we need to open an image from our exercise file. I already given an exercise file, so you just have to download the exercise file and you will get it inside the resource section. So please take a look after introduction lesson, then you will get the exercise file, and I'm pretty sure right now you have the exercise file on your computer. So let's open the exercise file. For opening the exercise file, you just have to click the file menu, and from there you will get this open option. Or you can use the keyboard shortcut. If you are a Windows user, in that case you have to press Ctrl and O button from your keyboard, and if you are a Mac user, then you have to press Command and O button from your keyboard. So let me click on this open option for opening an image from our exercise file. So here we go, and you can take a look. This all the images inside our exercise file, and you can take a look. The name of our folder is Photoshop exercise file, and I placed it in my desktop. So you just have to select where your exercise file is placed on your computer, and it's a zip file, so you just have to extract it. Okay, so as we're going to learn about the layers, so let me select this Patrick Village Unsplash image. So I used this image from unsplash.com. This is an amazing website, and I must say thank you Patrick Village from unsplash.com for providing this royalty-free image. So you can get tons of royalty-free image from unsplash.com, and I'm going to use this Patrick Village Unsplash image for learning about the layers. So you just have to select it, and then you have to click open. So let me click open. Here we go. This is the image we opened in our Photoshop. So you can take a look inside our layers panel. We got a background layer, and you can take a look. Here is a lock icon. That means this layer is locked. And this is the image, and for opening this image we got the background layer. And I don't want to keep this background layer locked, because when you will keep this background layer locked, you won't be able to change anything else. So that's why if you want to edit, if you want to change something, or if you want to make some paint, if you want to make some correction of this image, then you have to unlock this background layer. So how you will unlock the background layer? You can do that in two ways. The first one is you just have to click on this lock icon, then the lock will be removed. Let me show you. Okay, once I clicked on lock icon, the layer is unlocked, and it's changed the name as well. As right now we have the layer O name for our layers, but a few moments earlier the layer name was background layer. So that's the first one, and let me show you another way how to unlock the layer, and that's why I want to undo I want to use the undo option for getting back my last position or situation. So how you will use the undo option, as I want to get back when my layer was logged and my layer was named as background. That's why you just have to go for edit menu, and from there you will get this undo make layer option, or you can press Ctrl and Z option if you are a Windows user, and if you are a Mac user then you have to press Command and Z option. So let me click on this undo option, and here you can take a look. Our layer is backed as like before. So I'm pretty sure right now you have the idea about the undo. So whatever you are doing on Photoshop, if you missed anything, or if you press any wrong button, if you place any wrong tool, or if you draw some wrong lines, you don't have to worry about it. You just have to press Ctrl or Command Z button from your keyboard for getting back your previous image. So this is an amazing technology that's called undo, and with this undo option we got our layer back. So the first method or first technique for unlocking the layer, it's a very simple way. You just have to click on this lock icon. And the second method or second technique for unlocking the layer, that is really very simple. You just have to rename this layer. If you will rename this layer, then the layer will be unlocked. And for renaming this layer, you just have to place your mouse cursor in the layer panel of the layer, and then you just have to double click with your mouse. Then you will get this pop-up for typing the new name. So here is the field, and you can type a name for the background layer. So as an example, I'm going to write main layer. Okay, so main layer, I just changed the name, and let me click OK. Here we go. You can take a look. Our background layer is renamed as main layer, and the lock icon is gone. So right now this layer is unlocked. So this is very simple way, and right now we're going to learn about how to duplicate the layer. Okay, I want to apply some auto fixing color, auto fixing contrast, and auto fixing tones for this image, and that's why I want to duplicate this main layer, and with a specific layer I want to apply a specific effect. So that's why I want to duplicate the layer. So to duplicate the layer, you just have to right click with your mouse on the main layer, or if it is a background layer or if it is a logged layer, then you will get this duplicating layer option. So you just have to right click with your mouse, and then this menu will appear, and here is the duplicate layer option. So let me select this duplicate layer option, and I want to write a name for my new layer that is duplicated from the main layer, and I want to apply auto tone with this layer. So that's why I want to write auto tone as the name of the new layer, and let me click OK. You can take a look. We got our new layer, and I named as auto tone. And if you want to press keyboard shortcut for duplicating layer, you can press Ctrl and J button from your keyboard, or if you are a Mac user you have to press Command and J button. So let me press Ctrl and J button, and you can take a look. We got our another layer in here, and we got the autotone copy. That means this autotone copy layer is duplicated from the autotone layer, and for this time I used keyboard shortcut. So I'm going to change the layer name, and that's why you just have to double click with your mouse, and let me write auto contrast. and then you have to hit the enter button from your keyboard. Okay, cool. So right now we have auto tone layer, we have auto contrast layer, and I'm going to create another layer that's called auto color. So let's duplicate this auto contrast layer, and right now I'm going to use this mouse, and you just have to right click with your mouse, then you will get this duplicate layer option, and let me write auto color, and let me click OK. So you can take a look, we have a single image, but we got 4 different layers. This is the main layer. I create this autotone layer from the main layer, and from this autotone layer I create auto contrast, auto color layer. And what will happen when you turn off the visibility of a layer? So you can take a look. Right now we have the visible auto color layer, and here is an eye icon. So let me turn it off. We still have the image cause we have another auto contrast layer and it's visible. Let me turn it off. Nothing happens because we still have 2 more layers and all the layers are similar. So let me turn it off, the autotone layer. Nothing happens because still we have the visible of main layer. So let me turn it off. Image is gone. So when we turned off the main layer, our main image is gone. So let me click once again on this visible option. We got our main layer back. Let me turn it off. And if you want to make the visible, the auto contrast layer, how you can do that? You just have to select the layer and then you have to click on this visible option. Here we go. Right now we have the auto contrast layer visible, and here right now we don't have the visibility of main layer. So this is how the visible and invisible option works in the layer panel. So let me turn on all the layers. Right now we have all the layers turned on. All the layers are visible, but nothing changes because all the layers are same, because all the layers we duplicated from the main layers, and till yet we didn't change anything in any specific layers. But right now we are going to change the specific layers. So let's start with the autotone. So you just have to select this autotone, and I'm going to apply the autotone for this image with this autotone layer. So please make sure that autotone layer is selected, and now we will apply an autotone option in this image. So here is the image option, and you will get this autotone option. So let me click on this autotone option. Okay, you can take a look. The autotone option is applied, but nothing changes in here. Why? Because we have more 2 layer at top. The layer function in here is applying the top layer is always visible in the work panel. So right now we have the autotone layer at 3rd position, and we already applied the autotone in this image, but still nothing changes in this image cause the autotone layer placed in the 3rd position, and Photoshop always previews the image in the workspace or in here which layer placed at top. So right now we have the auto color layer at top. That's why we don't have change anything else, cause I applied the autotone effect to this autotone layer, but it's placed in 3rd position. So let's place this autotone layer at top, then we will get the difference. So you just have to drag and drop with your mouse. Here we go. You can take a look. Right now we applied the autotone layer and we placed this autotone layer at top, and you can take a look the change of the image. Let me turn off the autotone layer. This is the actual image. This is the actual image, and I applied the autotone to this autotone layer, and I placed this autotone layer at top, and right now it's invisible, but when you will make it visible, you will have the effect that is applied with the autotone. So let me turn it on. Okay, now it's looks much better. Okay, so let me turn off the autotone layer, and now I'm going to apply auto color image adjustment in here. That's why you have to select this auto color layer, and then you have to click on this image option, and here is the auto color option available. So let me select this one, and please make sure that auto color layer is selected inside your layer panel. So let me select this one, and you can take a look, the auto color is applied. Okay, so let's compare. Let me turn it off. This is the before image, and this is the after image after applying the auto color. Okay, let me turn it off. Right now I want to apply the auto contrast. So you just have to select it, this auto contrast layer, and then you have to select the image option, and here you will get the auto contrast option. So let me select this one. Okay, you can take a look. We got the auto contrast adjustment for this image and with this layer. So let me turn it off. Okay, this is the main image, and right now this main image is previewing from the main layer because all the other layers are invisible right now. Only the main layers are visible. So this is the main layers or the main image, and with this auto contrast layer I applied auto contrast effect. With this auto color layer I applied auto color effect, and with the auto tone layer I applied auto tone effect. So right now I'm going to turn on all the other layers like auto contrast, auto color, auto tones. So let me click auto contrast. So auto contrast layer is active right now. Let me turn on the auto color layer. You can take a look, the auto color layer is active right now, and let me turn on the auto tone. Okay, so right now we have all the effect active in this image. We have auto tone, we have auto color, we have auto contrast, as well as the main layer. So with auto tone layer I applied auto tone, and let me turn it off. Auto tone gone. Turn it on. Auto tone is back. So I'm pretty sure right now you have the idea about what is layer, and you can create multiple layer from a single layer. As you can take a look, we create the auto contrast layer, we create auto color layer, we create auto tone layer, and all these three layers are created from main layer. Okay, so I'm pretty sure right now you know what is the layer, and with a specific layer you can apply a specific effect to a specific layer. So if you still have any confusion, or still if you are not clear about the layer, then please message me with a screenshot, then I can help you out for understanding the layer. So please feel free to knock me if you have any issue regarding this layer, or if you really have any issue, then you can knock me through the message. And those who have some experience about the Photoshop, then you can think that the lesson is very lengthy, but those who are absolute beginner, this lengthy lesson will help them a lot. So those who have the previous knowledge about the layer, please don't annoy or don't bother, because this will really help you out for the beginners. So see you in next lesson.